directly with lawmakers about regulations, what works, what doesn't, and how to make sure federal policy isn't putting producers out of business. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock has that story.
For small farmers, a task as simple as getting a permit to build a hog barn can be almost impossible.
I would say it would take, you better plan on 2 years, a minimum of 2 years' time.
And that's the same problem we're having in Kentucky. It's very unfortunate. Very few business plans would succeed in any industry if it took 2 years to get approval from the permitting process.
Lawmakers say their aim is to balance economic viability, human health, and environmental quality, but they recognize they could be doing a better job.
The current regulatory environment in the agriculture industry disproportionately burdens small farmers, with many regulations taking a one-size-fits-all approach and many federal agencies having the authority to regulate agriculture. Small farmers are forced to comply with expensive, confusing, and time-consuming regulations.
Farmers had a lot of advice for federal lawmakers, including that rules should focus on incentives over penalties, state and local governments should be encouraged to participate, and the rulemaking process should be more transparent.
To talk to us to find out what will work in the country. We want to do the right thing. We breathe the same air, we work with the same soil, we eat the same foods. So we want to work with you. We just need to make sure that those regulations aren't burdensome.
Experts say simply designing laws to be more understandable could go a long way. And when they aren't, Congress should provide tools to help farmers manage.
Make that more accessible to farmers. Like, for example, we actually have a farmland access toolkit we put together, which is more accessible, and it's actually designed so that farmers who want to get on land can easily access that. We're also creating a free leasing application because a lot of farmers don't have easy access to land, or they don't have the ability to get a lease without spending a lot of money on a lawyer.
Farmers celebrated the end of the Obama-era GIPSA rule and Waters of the U.S., among others, saying that those regulations would have simply been too difficult for small farmers to comply with effectively. They encouraged lawmakers to reconsider similar policies with more farmer input. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
Well, lawmakers are listening to farmers in respect to getting the Farm Bill to the president's desk. The House GOP pushed through its version of the Farm Bill by a narrow margin just last week.